Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and initial impressions review for Morels Homestead. You might want to call this a full review. I'm only calling it initial impressions because I just got the PCVR version. So this game just released for PCVR on the Steam store today, May 16th, 2023. It normally retails for $20. It's on a release sale, 15% off. I received a free Steam key through the Steam Curator Connect program to review this game. However, I had already bought this game on the MetaQuest 2. So I have the MetaQuest 2 standalone version, and I almost did a full review for this game. I actually spent quite a bit of time on this game on the Quest store, and I just decided to scrap it just because I wasn't sure I had much to say on the game. I had mixed feelings on the game, so I don't think it's a bad game, but honestly, I was not impressed. Plus, I heard it was coming to PCVR, so I wanted to wait. And so versus doing a full review, I'm just doing initial impressions on the PCVR version. As far as differences, I can tell you that the game has been updated. I did notice a couple of changes as far as the tutorial. It's more smooth and polished. But as far as main differences between PCVR and Quest 2, it looks a lot sharper, clearer, much better graphics. That was one of my that was one of the downsides of having the Quest 2 version, or at least one of the things that really didn't motivate me to want to play the game even more than I did. I think I spent maybe, I don't know, I want to say at least 5 hours, maybe 7 hours, in that range, 5 to 7 hours, playing this game on the Quest, and I did unlock, I think, almost everything on the Quest. I think I just maybe, there was one map or two that I hadn't unlocked, and, you know, I had a lot of money, and I had done a lot of quests, so I have a very good understanding of this game, but since I just got the PCVR version, I don't want to call it a full review because I don't really know what else is different. But the first thing I noticed was just better looking graphics. And I did lower music volume. The music volume is too loud by default. But also, look at this. All these graphical settings, as you can see, everything's set to Epic on my RTX 3080. And for the most part, it's running at 90 frames per second, but I have noticed a few dips here and there. Nothing major, mostly just loading into the scene and whatnot. Pixel density set at 100%. I don't want to increase that just because, like right now, like I said, it does drop a few frames, so I don't want to increase the pixel density for that reason. Otherwise, I would. Another thing to know is the controls. I have smooth rotation on, and I did increase the walking speed and the rotation speed, the strafing speed, and I have movement mode to follow HMD versus controller. So yeah, and I'll walk. I don't have, well, you know what? It says right thumbstick and left thumbstick are both walk. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Is there any way to turn it off? Well, might as well put teleport, I guess. Yeah, that makes more sense. I wish there was a way to turn it off completely so it just turns and doesn't do anything. But there you go. This is the end of the tutorial for PCVR. And you're just kind of dropped here. Now you can choose which region that you pick. And let's go ahead and let's look at that. Let's look at the different places we can go to. So as you can see, this is like the main hub area. It's pretty plain. This is not the best looking part of the game. This is probably the worst looking part of the game here. But you have all these areas that are opened up for you. And then the Northern Lake, Texas Ranch, Rocky Mountains, that Redwood Forest, which you do need money to unlock. So we're not there yet. We just finished the tutorial on PCVR. But we're going to go to the farmer's market because there's nothing for us to really do at the Northeast land where we were. So after the end of the tutorial, it's not obvious, but you need to go back to the farmer's market to pick up your quest. So there's quests for us here and we're going to pick up all of them. Yes. So basically pick up all the quests. And you just gotta kind of remember all of them. It does track them here down for you, but obviously you'd like to have, okay, there we go. You know, I would like a better system, but you know, this is as good as it gets here. I don't really like the UI, but it's better than nothing. So we have to find and collect a flashlight, find and collect a coin. That's not difficult. Coins are all over the place. Collect 10 Morel mushrooms. Again, there's lots of mushrooms. Find and use a metal detector. We can buy that one. And photograph a pig, which that should be very easy. There's a travel guy here. And again, those are to buy the 4 different things that are locked right now. I don't know that we want to... Yeah, we could buy it if we wanted to, but I don't see the reason. Especially since we haven't gone to the other places. But what you want to do is go to the... I think it's miscellaneous items. Okay, and we can get a flashlight, I believe, here. Metal detector bag, flashlight. So we definitely want to buy. Okay. And we definitely want to get a metal detector as well. Bag. I guess a bag. Okay, there we go. So, we don't have a whole lot of money anymore after all that. By the way, you can buy vehicles. So, yeah. This game does have a lot of stuff that you can buy. Seashells. Collectibles. But for right now, I think that this is all we need. I don't think we need to do anything else. So let's go ahead and look at our inventory. The way you do it is you click down on your joystick and you click on your inventory, which is this. And then you can go to your tools here. And you see you have garden boxes, mushrooms, architecture, decorations, furniture, garden. And there we go. We can put this stuff in our inventory. What we're going to do is we're going to add this to our quick inventory. So we pick it. Oh, sorry. So now it's been added to our quick inventory. And there we go. So that's how you basically assign them to your face buttons on the Oculus Rift. I'm not sure about the other VR headsets, but let's go now to the different maps. And now we can go find stuff. So we know in Northeast Land there's hardly anything, so we're going to go to the cabin in the woods and see what we can find there. So we're going to travel there. Hopefully we find some coins. Keep in mind, we have to take a photo of a pig. We have to find coins. Go to the door of the cabin and open it. Okay. By the way, there are laser pointers. You can't turn them off completely. They are on by default. Open door. So I switched it to auto. You know what? I don't think we needed to buy the flashlight. Maybe we were... Let's see. It doesn't matter. We can sell stuff if we have an extra. Find and use a metal detector. We can already use one. So as you can see, I am teleporting by accident. Oh. Okay, so and that's how you find it. Well, how come I didn't get credit for it? Find and use the metal. Maybe the find part is what we're not getting credit for. Oh, here's a mushroom. So maybe I was wrong to buy them. I don't think... Maybe you're not supposed to buy them. Maybe you're just get them along as you travel along the different maps. And maybe that's why I didn't get credit. See, I'm trying to cheat. And it's not giving me credit. Okay, I was trying to do this fast. But apparently you cannot do that. You can't buy them. You need to find them. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just keep exploring, and hopefully we find stuff along the way. By the way, there is a day-night cycle, so you find different stuff at night, and you probably need your flashlight at night. And you just collect stuff. We found a coin. Okay, so we just need to basically photograph a pig and still find more mushrooms and find that metal detector. Again, we're just gonna have to travel the maps. Finding the flashlight was pretty easy though. It almost happened without me wanting to, without even trying. Just randomly following directions. Said open a door, I opened it. In case you're wondering, I don't think you can use this. This is just like a decoration. But this is a pretty relaxing game. It's hard for me to describe it. You know, it's sort of like a farming simulation, but it's really not. You basically build your own bases in the different maps, and then you just follow the little mini quests along the way. I mean, it is a lot like a farming sim game, but it just has a different feel with the way it's structured, if that makes sense. It's definitely on the very casual, relaxing side. And I probably want to turn off... Yeah, I want to turn off the teleport. It's bothering me. So I'm going to turn off the teleport controls. There we go. There we go. So I don't want to see that teleport. And... Oh, by the way, you're supposed to take photographs. Not the best photograph of the monkey. And basically you just grab the different items and you put them towards your chest. Let's see if we can actually get the monkey to look at us. Hello, Mr. Monkey. Do you mind if we take your photo? Oh, he's always going backwards. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Okay, well, that's as good as a photo as I can take. I am playing seated, by the way. I think you're supposed to find this in another quest, but we don't have the quest right now. So keep in mind, some of these objects here are for some other quests that we don't have yet. For right now, we're just looking for more mushrooms and trying to find that metal detector, which I thought we'd be able to. No, you can't collect the lady, but maybe we can take this photo. And we found the vehicle here. I don't know that you can do anything besides take the photo. And obviously you can see the photos that you took. There's a little photo of the truck there. Okay. I'm not sure that we're done with this map. I still think... Okay, there's the place what we want to check out, I believe. Before we do that, though, let's search around really good. Oh, there is some kind of animal. And... Oh, see, there's little things you don't want to miss out on. So you definitely want to explore very closely, because there's little hidden paths that you might miss if you try to rush through it. I think we've already been here. Somehow we made a circle around without noticing. I thought I was on the other end of the island of the map, but we're not. We're right at the start. But we can go the other way. And again, this is just one map. There's several maps, and you know they obviously all have different topography, have different features. You know, I guess this is more like a farm area. The themes don't always fit very well. You know, but here we go. But this definitely does look better than what was, at least in my mind, on the quest. So this is the cabin in the woods, and this tells you all the different plants and all the different creatures that you find in this map. So there's a lot of looking for those creatures, you know, taking photographs of them. And plus, you can also decorate the map. So there's different objects you can put in each of these maps. Oh, there's a squirrel right there. Want to take its photo? And you can also decorate the map. I'm not sure I want to do that right now, but I can be convinced to do that. I might do that a little. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't miss out on the metal detector. Unfortunately, I think I made the mistake of buying the metal detector and the flashlight. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just looked for them. But as you can see, there's little places here. The problem is that we don't really have a whole lot to decorate with right now. We just started the game. But you can put, you see we don't have any architecture or any decorations. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot. The only thing we can do is put a tomato seed, but we need to actually plant and put a little. We need like a little garden box in order to put that on there. So for right now, we don't have that much. So yeah, we can't really decorate right now. But once we buy stuff, we'll be able to decorate each place the way that we want it to look like. So you know, this game does have quests, but it's also very chill. You don't have to do those quests. But it is a way to make money, and you'll probably want that so you can, you know, put the decorations that you want later on. I think we're done with this map. I'm just making sure that we haven't missed anything very obvious. Again, it has a day and night cycle. Right now it's day. It'll look very different at night, obviously, but okay, there we go. There are places. There are obviously like invisible barriers but oh, there's a frog. And again, anytime you see an animal, you do want to take its photo because that'll be part of your quest. It doesn't have, as far as PCVR, you can obviously tell this is a quest port because a lot of the textures are like low resolution textures, you know, not the best graphics for PCVR, but this version is definitely a lot better looking than the Quest standalone version. The Quest standalone version looks pretty poor in comparison and also wasn't running this smoothly, so you just have crisper, cleaner graphics in PCVR, and it's running at a pretty steady 90 frames per second on my RTX 3080. Keep in mind, everything's on Epic's settings, and I have resolution scale at 100%, not over 100%. Let's go ahead and let's pick a different map. So right now we're on Cabin in the Woods, so we want to go to Indiana Country. Indiana Country. Let's go there. So this is more farmland, and I guess the other one was more like mountain area. The trees really didn't go along. Okay, this is probably where the metal detector is, and that's why we weren't getting credit for it. So, as you can see, there are some issues with this game. I think I saw the same problem on the MetaQuest version, the same bug, which is like this little floating fruit. It should not be there, obviously. And you'd like to see more interactable objects. And there's a squirrel, or is that yeah, that is a squirrel, right? I don't think the squirrel should be inside the house. I might be missed. Oh, they made it too obvious here. Okay, so we're getting coins, and that allows us to buy more. But now we're gonna have to photograph a pig. Oh! I missed a great opportunity to take a photo of the butterfly. It was on the truck. It was on the perfect place too. That was my bad. I was not paying attention. There's a little chick, and there's a cow. But I don't want to take a picture of that cow. There we go. Definitely not a big fan of the point and click interactions. I think the interactions could be better. And again, this is farmland, Indiana country. While certain aspects of it make sense as far as the look, the trees don't really fit. The style of trees doesn't really fit in. The trees don't look very good, to be honest. And you can see the grass. You see some of the issues there. And again, I think this is stuff for a quest in the future. But I don't think right now. And again, this one tells you the different creatures and the different plants that you'll find in this Indiana country map, which has like a different theme, as you can tell. Let's go ahead. Why is the squirrel still inside? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's go inside and let's try to show up. Okay, yeah, I knew there was something here. But you see, a lot of the items aren't interactable. They're just decorations. And obviously, you can put your own decorations in here. You can make this place look like you want. But for right now, we have to look for Morels mushrooms and look for the pig. I don't know if there's a pig in this map, but there might be. So let's keep searching. And we're going to take a picture of that bird. So yeah, anytime you see wildlife, and I think here there's like a UFO at some point. At least there was in the quest version, which seemed out of place for me. But yeah, there's a UFO at some point, I believe. So yeah, spoiler alert, we might see a UFO. They might have taken it out. It really didn't make much sense, you know, especially for this type of game. But I don't. There is. Wait, did I see the UFO? No. Yes, there is a UFO. Wait, is that a UFO? Wait, is that a UFO over there? Am I seeing things, or is that a UFO? I have no idea what this is. And by the way, I did choose those avatar hands. Oh. Wait, I thought I saw a UFO, but did they take it out? Uh-oh. Look, there's a snake right here. And don't worry, I don't think anything can injure you in this game, so. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe there was not a UFO. I'm questioning myself now whether I saw a UFO or not. I know there was a UFO on the quest version a couple of months ago when I last played it, but I don't know if it's still there or not. Or did I remember wrong? Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a UFO. But it might not be there anymore. Maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. Again, this is a lot of collectathon. And I would say that's a pretty accurate description of this farming sim game. It's a collectathon. And there we go. The pigs are here. I was right. There, we completed. So the only quest left is to collect 10 Morels mushroom. We obviously saw some Morels mushrooms on the first map. I don't know that we've seen one since. Obviously that's the name of this game. I don't know if there are some magical properties to Morels mushrooms, but I know that a lot of people think very highly of Morels mushrooms. And I guess this is the basis for the game. You're collecting Morels mushrooms, and that's why you're Morels Homestead. I'm guessing that's the reason for the game. That's the name of the game, so I assume that it has some connection there to Morels mushrooms. But yeah, they're highly sought after. But I have to be honest, I don't think I've seen one in real life. So I don't know much personally about Morels mushrooms. Oh, there's the bird. Ah. See, your first reaction, which is me, my first reaction is, oh, get close to it. But your first reaction should be, stop, take a photo. Oh well. We can come back later. Okay, let's change maps again.
Settings. Level selection.
We're going to go to the apple orchard or the Flamingo. Let's go to Flamingo Island. We show something different. So as you can see, each map is a nice sized map, but it's very simple graphics. I think that's the thing that's really holding it back for PCVR consumption. I mean, it does look crisp and clear. Definitely a lot better than the Quest only version, but still, you know, these are low polygon almost type graphics. Yeah, I would say low polygon's an accurate description. And you know, you see some of these things that just don't look all that great on PCVR. You know, you can see some of the visual flaws, technical flaws. Because since this game doesn't use the highest resolution graphics, since it doesn't have the most polygons, and so it does have not the best visual quality, which is, you know, people on PCVR, you know, we've paid a lot for our PCs, for our VR headset, so we want to see great 3D visuals for VR. I mean, that's not the end-all be-all of games. You know, if a game has a good gameplay loop, we can look past graphics that aren't the best, but you know, there's just some visual flaws here that are difficult to overlook. It's not just the art style. You know, there's some issues with, you know, like I said, the squirrel was inside the house. There's grass growing inside the house floor. Just, you know, some things that make the game look not as best as it could, even with this low polygon art style. And I don't really want to call it low polygon, because these aren't the lowest polygons I've seen in VR, but it's obviously low polygon. Even though you know, if this were the visuals on the Quest, I'd be pretty happy that the Quest could output something like this. But the visuals don't look very good on the Quest, and so I would definitely say the PCVR version is the definitive version. It definitely looks a lot better than the Quest. To me, it's the night and day difference between the Quest version and the PCVR version. But, you know, the sounds aren't the best. You know, there's music playing. Oh. Almost missed that little guy. He almost got by me. So, this is a lot of the game, you know, just the relaxing, chill gameplay loop. And I'm having trouble finding Morels mushrooms. I might just go back to the shop and go from there versus trying to... I don't think you can go to the volcano. I think it's... Yeah, I don't think you can. So you can't go to the water. But there is a flamingo there, and I definitely want to take its photo. You do have to wait till it's green, though, so you can't just... There we go. And again, we're still looking for Morels mushrooms. And as you can see, the maps are pretty nice size. You know, you do spend quite a while walking through them. They have distinctive features, which is nice. But the problem is, despite all that, you know, just the visuals are underwhelming for PCVR, even though this would be great for Quest if the Quest was able to reproduce this look, which, you know, crisp, clear graphics. That usually stuff on the Quest looks a little bit muddy. Not all games. Some games look really good on the Quest, but this is just not one of them. Oh, I thought that was a... Ooh. I had no idea. I didn't know that was a beetle. But again, we're looking for Morels mushrooms. And we can get on the pirate ship. Maybe there are some mushrooms there. I doubt it. I doubt it. So yeah, if you're looking for chill gameplay where you can explore, you know, these different landscapes in VR, you might enjoy this game. As a PCVR veteran, though, I'm just kind of meh on this whole game. Not that it's bad. It's not bad. Like I said, there is a lot of stuff to do. Lots of little quests. We're still looking for the Morels mushrooms. But you know what? I'm going to go back to the farmer's market. And we do have a whole lot more money, so there's more stuff we can buy. And I think we also want to sell a lot of stuff too. So now we have a lot more quests to accept. Obviously, we're still on the Morels mushrooms, but we might as well and I think we know that isn't that well? Wasn't that on the first map? And again, you can buy lots of stuff. And actually, before we do that, let's sell our duplicates. Yeah, so we definitely want to sell. There we go. So yeah, we did buy those, but we didn't need to. So we have a lot of money from all the quests we've done. We can buy decorations, we can buy architecture, and let's see, tropical hut. Where do we want to build? Do we want to build, or do we want to make a little cabin? So you know, there's lots of decorations you can buy. Log cabin, 10,000. We don't have 10,000. No, we can't buy that. How about this? 4,000. We can't buy that either. We only have 1,000. Okay, so can we buy the tropical hut? 5,000 for a tropical hut? Those prices are okay. So obviously there's a little bit of grinding to get the good stuff. Let's see, anything else that we can find? Yeah. So any of the good tropical shack? So yeah, it's gonna take a while to get any good house. So let's just wait. We obviously took a misstep by. I think it makes sense to buy the Northern Lake, but I don't know if it makes much sense to buy the Texas Ranch. Let's just buy one, and let's see. Are there any miscellaneous items that we want to buy? We already have all that. I don't think we want any of that. Bait. Vehicles. Old tractor, 1,500. Well, unfortunately, because we bought some other things, we can't buy those now. See, furniture. Want a bed? $300. Okay, so some of these prices are more reasonable. But as you can see, there's lots of different stuff to get. What we're going to do is... we're just going to get something simple. We're going to get a chair. Let's get like a little deck chair or a little deck... let's just get a wooden chair there. So that's what we're gonna get, and we're gonna go back to our little homestead, the one we first chose. Let's go to Northeast Land. That's my place, the one that I chose to try to build on, and we have a tent there. So this is my little place. It's not much, but now we can add our first little piece of furniture here. As you can see, there's lots of stuff here. We can actually sell all this stuff, so that's how we'll make some money. But we're not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna and you can make it face however you want. We're just gonna put it right here. And I did see some Morels mushrooms in this location, so let's... I don't know, do we want to increase our walk speed? I think we want to do that because we're just traveling so slow. Let's go ahead and do that. So again, we're going to go to the settings, and we're going to go to controls, and we're going to go to walk speed 10. Alright, there we go. It almost feels like a cheat. But, you know, we're just going too slow. We want to speed things up. We want to get some Morels mushrooms. And this is the place where I got the most of them. But it doesn't mean we'll see one again. And, you know what? We actually want to garden, I think, a little bit. So we might want to... You know what? We'll do that as soon as... We're going to go back to the market and get some gardening supplies so we can start gardening. But, unfortunately, I don't think we see anything else. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything... If there's any mushrooms, I don't see them. So this is a pretty barren... Keep in mind, this is the place we chose to build our house. So it's probably why it's a little bit more barren than the other locations, which have more stuff to look at and whatnot. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. I should have been smarter. And let's go to our farmer's market. Yeah, the game did crash, so we're going to continue. But yeah, the game did crash. We got an Unreal Engine notification. The game did crash. So I would say that's a pretty big bug, pretty big issue, pretty big error there. The game just crashed on me. This is a pretty long video though. And let's go to the cabin in the woods. Or you know what? We want to go to the market, farmer's market. And we want to get... Okay. No. We want to get to the garden, sorry. Garden boxes. Small or large? Well, I think it makes sense to buy a large one. Alright, so now we're going to go back.
Level selection.
And this is going to end my video, but I'm just wanting to show this off. So we're going to make, I guess, our little plot right here.
Level selection.
So what we're going to do again, choose... Ooh, look at all our photos right there. Okay. But anyways, enough of that. Let's look at not our photos. Garden. And large. We can actually close this. How do we want it to face? It doesn't really matter, but I kind of like a little semblance of order. There we go. And we can put the
Inventory. Level selection.
tomato seeds here. Okay, so maybe we need to actually... There we go. There we go. Are those all? Nope, there's one more seed over here. Okay, and then we water it, so... Okay, did one of the seeds not go in? Are we missing one of our seeds? Okay, I think we're missing one of our seeds. We're supposed to have 3 seeds. But, I don't know where it went. Is it not here? Huh, that's weird. Is it back in my... might be back in my inventory. Let's look for it.
Levels, gallery, quest, inventory.
Ah, I was right. So it goes back to your inventory. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got all 3 now. So now we just have to wait and we'll have a little tomato plant growing for tomatoes. So yeah, that's basically the game. Like I said, there are more quests. Let's look for the medieval well. That'll be the last thing we do. One more thing. I think we saw it in the cabin in the woods. Do I remember exactly where it was, though? Was it right here, or am I completely off? Oh, no, that is the medieval well. We can take another photograph of the little squirrel. Yeah, we got it. So we got a photograph of Scarecrow in the corn maze, collect 5 apples, photograph a raccoon, and collect some tomatoes. So yeah, we got our work cut out for us. But that's basically the game. Again, this is initial impressions for Morels Homestead. I think if you're interested in this game, the PCVR version is the best version. It looks so much better. I don't think that's any exaggeration. I mean, they look similar, but once you've actually played both games, you know, the Quest version and the PCVR version, you just immediately notice, you know, the higher resolution, how the graphics are crisper, they're cleaner, it just looks better overall. Even though a lot of the textures, a lot of, you know, you can still tell, you know, a lot of textures are for the Quest, so still a lot of low polygon models and low textures all the way around. But yeah, this is the gameplay basically. A lot of this, you know, a lot of taking photographs, a lot of collecting, so a lot of collectathon. So it's not your like normal standard farming sim, but it has a lot of the elements of farming sims. I don't know if you get credit for that butterfly. And obviously when you come at night, you'll see different animals and stuff. So the raccoon might be easier to find at night. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my initial impressions for Morels Homestead. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As far as my recommendation, you know, I'm going to give this a neutral recommendation. You know, it's not a bad game. You know, if you like this game type, it's very relaxed and chill gameplay. But obviously, the thing holding it back is just there's not a lot of depth here. It's very simple collectathon, you know, very casual style. And you know, there's obviously a lot of grinding here. You know, do these all these little quests, all these little fetch quests, in order to get the decorations you want. So it is a grind, but it's also a little bit satisfying. So it's not totally bad. If I have to rate this game, this is a tough one for me to score. But I believe I would give this a 6 out of 10. What I don't like is obviously a lot of point and click interactions. The interactions are not the best, you know, not very immersive interactions. I've already mentioned the visuals, the good and the bad. You know, it's crisp, clear, but it has low polygons and not high resolution textures. And having point, obviously I chose these hands. These hands could look different. They only look funny because I chose them to be funny. But I can see some people having fun, and like the decorations are pre-built, so it's a lot like Disney Dreamland if you played that game. A lot of the same gameplay, but obviously without licensed characters and a little less depth than Disney Dreamland. So yeah, I think a 6 out of 10 is fair given the price point. I'm not the biggest fan of this game though, because I think there's better farming sims in VR, but this is not bad. So I think some people will enjoy this, and I think there's a lot of people also out there who wouldn't like this type of simple gameplay. It's very simplified. This is very casual style. There's hardly a challenge. It's just about putting the time in, and some people will enjoy exploring these maps, and some people won't, just because these aren't what we consider normal for PCVR graphics. Usually we want better looking worlds and whatnot, but it's okay for what it is. Just don't expect to be blown away, because there's nothing really amazing about this game, but it's nice enough. It has enough variety as far as the different maps and how they look and different things, different little activities that you do, even though a lot of them are just fetch quests. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play initial impressions for Morels Homestead. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.